To start today, we'd like to welcome Joe Gavin. He is the Chief Program and Community Engagement Officer for the San Diego Seniors Community Foundation, which is focused on raising awareness of issues impacting seniors and taking action on their behalf. And we'll discuss what it is that they're doing and what they can do for you. So, Joe, welcome in.
Thanks so much, Roy. Great to be here.
Good to have you here. Let's talk about the start of this foundation. What's the origin?
So the origin was from Bob Kelly, who was a former head of the San Diego Foundation. He retired in 2015. Guys like Bob don't stay retired, and one of the issues that he had always focused on was around older adults. So in 2018, he founded the San Diego Seniors Community Foundation. I joined in 2019 as the program officer to start building out concepts and programs and ideas of how we can address both the current needs for older adults, but certainly for the exploding demographic that we'll be facing over the years.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. A wide spectrum of services that are provided. Check off a few. Tell us what it is that people are coming to you most for.
Well, we are a sort of a macro level organization, and we have a mission of ensuring that every senior has someone they can turn to and trust. And to realize that, we are trying to build an infrastructure of supports and programs and services. And one of the ways that we're doing that, Roy, is as a grant-making organization. We've provided over $1 million to senior centers, community centers, and nonprofit agencies to help build out programs, to introduce new concepts and new ideas in which to increase the capacity that local organizations have to impact community-dwelling older adults, as well as their families and their caregivers.
And you mentioned kind of the changing definition of senior. We're seeing people with long lifespans. Now, are you able to facilitate things, and what are the differences between providing for somebody that's 65 as opposed to 85 or more?
That's one of the challenges we see within the senior center environment, which is something we're very in tune with. About, people use the term, an older adult cohort. That can represent 3 or 4 generations. You have older people who are 60, then you have older people who are 90 or centenarians. So, and they come from different cultural backgrounds, have different expectations. So it's really a challenge to tailor programs and services that can meet the needs of each one of these individuals, which is why we're trying to do something around the transformation of community-based services for all older adults.
And one aspect that will impact so many people, especially in an aging society, is caregiving. And I know you're really putting a lot of focus into that. Talk about that.
Well, we want to talk about that as in relation to the business community, both locally as well as nationally, and the impact that caregiving is going to have upon the business community. Two areas of really a focus is how do we enhance the caregiving workforce. Right now, about 2 million jobs are going unfulfilled in the care economy sector. That's going to present a real challenge as the need increases. And secondly, how does the corporate community, the business community support their employees who will be facing much more in the way of demands of caregiving, not the traditional forms of raising kids, but also, as you mentioned earlier, about longevity and demographic realities. People are living longer, so there may be 2, 3, 4 parents to help support or care for, as well as maybe even grandparents. So the demands that people will face who are working age, working careers, it will be incumbent upon the business community to really think about ideas around benefits packages, employee assistance programs to help enhance the ability for these employees to thrive, which will impact bottom lines of businesses.
Okay, there's so much to cover, and I know you're there as a resource to help people. We're going to direct them to your website to learn more, so thanks for coming in. Appreciate it, Joe. The website is SDSCF.org, SDSCF.org.